Ever since former President Trump's personal residence at Mar-a-Lago was searched by the FBI, Trump, Republican lawmakers, and conservative media have been pushing the idea that the FBI might have planted incriminating evidence while they were there. Trump isn't really guilty. He's being framed. It's a witch hunt, etc. Trump's lawyers even suggested as much in their legal filings. But then last week, Raymond Dearie, the special master who had been appointed to oversee the tug of war between Trump's lawyers and the Department of Justice over the 11,000 documents seized last month, that special master essentially told Trump's team to put up or shut up. Either present Judge Dearie with evidence that the FBI planted something or stop saying they did. That order could have poured a ton of cold water on Trump's conspiracy theories that the FBI planted evidence at his beach club, that this whole thing was a deep state fake, which would have been politically, optically, legally not great for Trump. Which is why Trump's legal team brought the special master's order back to the judge in charge of the case, Aileen Cannon. And tonight, that judge, that Trump-appointed judge, said, actually, Trump's team does not need to comply with Judge Dearie's order to essentially put up or shut up. Meaning, Trump and conservative media can continue to make the case that this entire Mar-a-Lago episode is some sort of deep state fake. And while she was at it, Judge Cannon extended the deadline for the special master's review from the end of November to the week before Christmas. Deny, 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 delay, delay, delay. So what does this all mean for accountability? Joining us now is David Rohde, executive editor of TheNewYorker.com. David, thank you so much for being here. We have spoken over these past few weeks about the Trumpification of the judiciary. And for a moment, after the 11th Circuit Court ruling and Judge Dearie, the special master, it seemed like the judiciary was back on track. But Aileen Cannon is a specific actor in all of this. What do you make of the decision today on her part?
It's really disappointing. I mean, again, the positive thing, Judge Dearie, appointed by President Reagan, a Republican appointee, was sort of pushing a fact-finding effort here. It was essentially, here's the inventory of documents that, the FBI and the Justice Department created. Tell me which one of these documents might have been planted. Like, which ones, are you suspicious about? That's what he was requiring from Trump's lawyers next Friday, just a week from now, roughly speaking. And Judge Cannon just threw all that out, just said, you don't have to answer that question. And it's frustrating because this is a legal procedure. It should be a fact-finding exercise.
Yeah.
And they don't have to present facts.
There is some talk that, look, the ultimate focus of this, the 100 or so classified documents, that investigation, the analysis of all that proceeds forward without the involvement of Aileen Cannon. And yet, this politically feels like a gift to Trump. The mere fact that he does not have to substantiate his claims that the FBI planted things at Mar-a-Lago, whether that was among the 11,000 documents or elsewhere, seems like something he needs at this stage of the game because his I declassified them all argument has basically evaporated.
There's this unusual deference to Donald Trump and all of her rulings, whatever, not everything that her, lawyers have argued she agrees with. So they said here, we don't want to say which documents might be fake because that might become an issue later in the case. And then the second thing she did was that they said they need more time to review the documents. And this whole tactic was delay, 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 as you said, and she extended the deadline. So it's, again, this kind of, there's a suspicion of everything the DOJ or the FBI suggests in this case for Judge Cannon, and a kind of credibility that seems to come with everything that Trump and his lawyers present. And given the track record of Donald Trump and the tens of thousands of lies, as president, that's not, I think appropriate.
That's a strange conclusion for her to make, right? Mistrust the government, but trust Donald Trump. And the reasons Trump's team has been giving for these necessary delays and all this sound pretty cooked up. I mean, it's like, we can't find the right vendor. We can't get we can't process all this paper in time. You can hire more lawyers. We know you had $3 million to pay Chris Kise. You certainly should have some funds to cover the scanning of these documents. I just wonder if you think the delay itself is meaningful. December 16th is a few weeks after November 30th. Originally, Judge Dearie wanted this wrapped up at the end of October. It's inching towards the end of the year. Do you think it's meaningful from an optics perspective, that this is all going to come to a head right before everybody goes on Christmas vacation?
It's a better timeline for Donald Trump. Judge Dearie was talking about the end of October. There could have been a ruling or some early decision that might have, frankly, helped or had an impact on the midterms election. I don't think it's critical, but yes, It's now right before Christmas. It's giving Trump more time. And again, most importantly, and she could block him from, ever forcing Trump to, again, put up or shut up.
Yeah.
Which of these documents do you claim were planted? And if he doesn't have to say that, he can go on for months and months and
forever, actually.
Well, and he will. And, that's, I guess, his ability as a politician. But this is a judge. These are lawyers. And we go to court. You have a trial. Someone is innocent or guilty. This is a fact or this is not a fact. And that's what we need in this kind of crazy era where things are so heated, is more just basic facts.
Well, and we want confidence in our judicial system, right?